Okay, so hi, I'm Diana. So I'm a partner at Smoke Ventures. It's a freshly built Polish American VC fund. We invest in early stage startups, and we focus on gaming and software. Yeah.
Gaming. Okay. But also, you got to use headphones. Do you have headphones?
I'm fine, so
Okay, we're going to try to mute that. Okay. Got it? Okay. Looks like it's okay. All the brave new world we're in. We have some feedback, some tech issues, but the handy dandy team here at Hop In Wolf Summit got it fixed with Lasse's headphones. Cool. Okay, can you hear us okay, Lasse?
yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Super. We're going to do just a 1 minute intro of who you are, your company, and then we're going to go into the pitches, and then later on we'll hear a bit more about you. So, Lasse, go ahead, give us a 1 minute idea of who you are.
There's still a lot of noise on
Daniel's noise.
Hey everyone.
Okay, I'll try anyway. My name is Lasse. I'm based in Copenhagen, and there's still a lot of but I work as a business advisor. There's a lot of echo, so I work as a business advisor. I've done so for the last eight years. I think maybe I'll just do like this, and it's not that bad. I've worked as a business advisor for the last 8 years, helping more than 1,000 startups to take Dream to the level of unicorn. And prior to that, I was a banker for many years. I have a background in finance and economics, and I'm very excited to be here today. I'm looking very much forward to see the pictures, and I'm sorry for all the noise I'm making, and I hope we can fix the problem so we can have fun.
Could be Daniel. Hear me? Try to mute.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It could be from you. We're not sure. We're going to kind of isolate where the problem is. But mute yourself for a second. That seemed to have worked. Lasse, can we hear you now?
Yes.
Okay, so Daniel, it's coming from you. Okay, we'll put you back on in a second when you're on. Okay, and since we kind of lost all that, Lasse, give us again intro 1 minute of yourself.
Okay. I'm very glad to be here today, and there's still a very delay on what I'm saying. So I'll do like this. I've worked for the last 8 years in an organization called Copenhagen Business Hub, which is an organization helping startups to take basically their dream to the level of unicorn. I have a background from corporate banking where I financed many Danish unicorns and many Danish startups that never made it. So for the last 15 years, I've been in this ecosystem of startup companies trying to take their dream to an investor and get it financed. That's a very short pitch. And I'm very glad to be here, and I'm so sorry for all the trouble I may be causing with delayed sounds and everything.
No, it's all cool. So we're going to start with Daniel. And Daniel, what I understand from my guys here is that perhaps you've got a couple of tabs open. So if you have more tabs open on your screen, that may be causing some noise from your side. So try to close some of your other tabs or other device, maybe another device that's on, or another browser that you're not using websites. See if you kind of close the non-essential stuff if you can.
How about now? Is it fine?
It seems a little bit of noise, but it's tolerable. And then also share your screen, and when you share your screen, I'm going to push the button, go for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Screen on.
Okay. So now you can say that's correct, right?
Okay, we're on. So.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Dan. I'm from Bonanza, which is a software for prediction real estate prices and trends. Our target is help our customers to recognize the best deal in the market that will make the highest revenue and also reduce the risk. My story started at Toronto. It was 2017. I was there in my first time in life, and in this beautiful view from the CN Tower, I'm sitting there and realized the opportunity that was in Toronto in 1 year from 2016. The real estate prices raises up by 100%, 2 times, only 1 year. It's a crazy amount for real estate. And I was thinking to myself at the CN Tower, at this beautiful view, what can I do for not missing the next opportunity when I see it? So I was thinking about Bonanza. The problem that we're solving is at the real estate market, you have a great value for knowing the future prices. It can reduce your risk. It can help you marketing. And for knowing these future prices, you need a lot of data. And you need a lot of communication power. Our solution is using data science and AI. We want to combine all the exposed and free VA channels to one big database and offer this to our customer for being exposed to the future deals in the real estate market. Our BI channels that we want to use is like consumer spending, the socioeconomic status, free parking spaces, and almost every little tiny data that you can think that have any impact about the real estate prices. Our main target is the apartment buyers and the sellers in Israel and the realtors. Also, the second market is the REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust, and this is our market. I want to say that we want to start in Israel, to learn from this country and expand to another country. So my business model is one software, one standard software for the realtors and the investors in 800 days. It's almost $250. For the REITs, we're talking about a one upgraded software. We want to give them more value for the REITs, and we're talking about a 1% commission for the REIT transactions. My team is me, the CEO, and Omer and Uya. They both really talented and experienced in data science. And our current status, we already have the prediction algorithm, we have the POC. We're still working for the mining server developing. And we in first connections for our first design customer, because we want to build this product from the field, from the market, and not from our imagination. And we will be happy to be in touch with you. That's all.
Cool. So we're on schedule. Q&A. Ladies first. Diana, questions.
Hi. So, what's your competition in Israel and generally globally?
In Israel, the situation we have two competitors. They don't give any prediction, but they do give hype. They named Yet Second, and which means second hand, and Medlan. They both really known for the BI. They don't have any prediction in Israel. In the global, we're talking about a very mature market in the US. We want to get in US, but we need we now premature for this.
Okay.
How much money are you trying to raise, Daniel?
For now, we're talking about the $250K US dollar.
Okay. More questions, Diana, Latza?
So if you want to get to the US and you say it's a mature market, so what's your differentiator from the competition that's already there?
From there, what we have for now is we want to be very exposed with our success, with our success percent. It's not available in the US. They don't expose their errors, their success, their mistakes. We want to be very exposed for our customers and for our future customers. That's it.
Okay,
Latza,
thanks.
questions?
Yes, staying with the customers, how are you going to get these customers to use your platform?
When you're speaking about Israel, we want to start from the realtors. We want to start from the big networks we have in Israel, like Remax, like 21st Century. We want to start from there. And afterwards, we want to go straight to the college that's learning, that's starting the real estate market. And this is for our first step for Israel marketing.
Okay. And how complete is your product now? There was a bad sound, so maybe I missed it out, but how finished is the product now?
Now we're talking about 70% of success, of correct prediction. This is only the start. We're still working on it. We hope that in 6 months of developing, we will achieve an MVP that we can market it.
And one final question, how are you going to spend the money if you find the $250,000? Is it new team members or is it on marketing or?
Yeah, so we're talking about 70% for salaries, 15% for IT, and 50% for
And 50% for what? I didn't hear the last thing. Okay.
executive.
Yes.
What have you, in terms of raising capital in Israel, what market there? Do you think you'll have investors from Israel, or are you looking globally? What is your
We wanted to start in Israel. We're talking about 200,000 sellers and buyers here in Israel. 30,000 and about the REITs, they managing in Israel 50 billion shekel, which is 15 billion US dollar in Israel.
Okay, cool. Daniel, thank you very much. We are going to brutally cut you off, it looks like. Okay, that's life sometimes. We are on to the next presentation. It's Miran Babayan from pAIboard, is it?
pAIboard. Hi, everyone.
Okay, great. So, Mirjan, over to you. 3 minutes, go.
Okay, wait a second. I will show.
Share your screen. Yeah, I'll stop. Get your screen on there. And where are you from? Where are you calling in from, dialing in from?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, we are based in Armenia.
Great, Armenia. Super, great.
Okay. Okay, today I'm going to show you the easiest way of making P2P money transactions. But before that, let's have a look how you do the transactions now. So in this online era, all the conversations about money are happening in the messaging applications where there are no banks and e-wallets. For making the simple transaction, you have to leave the conversation window, enter the mobile banking application or e-wallet, pass the authentication, fill in the required data about receiver, do the transaction, and then come back to the messaging application. So what if you can send money directly through any messaging application without even leaving it? pAIboard is the next generation keyword application for making P2P money transactions in any messaging application. So for doing a simple transaction, you just type the amount and the receiver's name. Has a strong authentication, and you send money directly through any messaging application. It works everywhere with Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram, even with your cellular mobile SMS. We choose business model as a commission fee from corresponding transaction. Besides that, we have premium features such as money stickers, money pools, and other interesting tools as well. The initial market is Armenia because we are based in Armenia, but the mainstream is the CIS and the Europe. Now we are in the prototype ready stage. We already bootstrapped 10K, and we have a good partnership with Armenian major payment settlement company. And our current need is 200K, which will be spent on marketing, research and development, and in G&A. And what about our team? The CEO and CBDO has a strong experience in finance. The CTO has a very good product manager, and I have a good experience in marketing and sales. We break the limits of borders. We are available everywhere right under your fingertips. Thank you.
Cool. Very good. Okay, so questions, Diana.
So what do you need to start a cooperation with any messaging app? So how does it exactly work?
So basically, we don't need any integration. We do everything within our keyboard. We built a keyboard which makes you to do any transaction into any application which has an input field.
And do both sides need to have this keyboard, or?
In this case, we have a very good go-to-market strategy. So we are able to send money even those people who are not our users. So you can send money directly to me, and I cannot have the application, but I will get the notification that I got the money.
Okay.
And then I have to, yeah.
Lasse, question for you?
Yes. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit on how strong the technology is? What about security and these things?
Okay. The security is the same as every other e-wallet or mobile banking application, because what we did, we only changed the UI and UX of how people do the transaction. The background is everything the same security and the same authentications.
Okay, and could you elaborate a little bit on the go-to-market strategy? What is the beachhead? Where will you begin? Because there are similar services other places in Europe.
Okay, so, very good. We will start in Armenia. We will test the product in Armenia, and when we will finish the test, we will go to Europe and CIS with the partnership of the corresponding payment settlements. And we have a pre-partnership with Tempo. It's the French-based payment settlement company, which allows us to do the transactions abroad as well, in whole Europe.
So what do you think are the biggest risks right now?
Can you repeat the question?
What are the biggest risks right now?
The biggest risk. Okay. The biggest risk I can mention the regulations, because in every country there are other regulation specifications that we have to pass to be able to do transactions there. Currently in Armenia, we already passed all the regulations in Armenian regulator, and for scaling, we just need to do a survey and pass the foreign regulations as well.
Okay,
thanks.
Lasse, more questions?
Yeah, I'm very much into user behavior. How are you going to get me to use this when you are entering the Danish market? Why is it that I'm going to use this and not one of the other services in the market?
Okay, because about 60% of your phone usage, you use your keyboard to type anything. And we are just under your fingertips every time when you need to do any kind of transactions. So I'm sure if you go to your country, one of your friends will send you money within keyboard, and you just will download the application and start using it.
Yes, and that leads to another question. How do you build trust to this small company you are now? Is that through partnerships or regulators verifying your whole setup, or how will you build this trust?
The best trust part is the partnerships that we now have and we will have when we will be scaled.
Okay.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
I'm going to keep this on schedule. Miran, thanks very much. Good luck with that. Thank you very much, Lasa Diana. Okay, we're on to the next presentation, which is Skinive, Kirill from Skinive. And by the way, while we're doing this, in addition to the two jury members here with questions, those watching us can also submit questions by chat. So we see your questions by chat. I see Tom Hansen asked a question. We're out of time, sorry, but questions there on the screen. Kirill, over to you. Or you got a screen to share, or just a speaking?
I have a presentation, so
share your screen. So share your screen now, and then I'm going to reset the 3 minutes.
Oh.
You see that?
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Rafael, can you help with that?
Sorry, I forgot that screen sharing doesn't work on Safari. It works only on Google Chrome. So I will explain our startup pAIboard. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So yeah. So I'm Kirill. I'm a CEO of Skinive, and let me tell about our challenge to skin health. The tricky thing of skin diseases is that you cannot evaluate the risks and consequences. It may seem like a simple mole or an ordinary spot, but when it is not, it can be too late. Going to general practitioners or dermatologist is quite difficult process and takes a lot of time. And the accuracy of GPs is not very big. It's from 25% till 70%. So they don't have 100% accuracy. And the price of treatment depends on what stage doctor can look it. And the price of skin cancer is the most expensive, and it can be differ up to 150,000 euros per one treatment, per one patient. And moreover, it's difficult to hide shocking survival statistics from 99% on the first stage and 25% on the last. Thanks to our solutions, we can save millions of euros and hundreds of lives annually. That is why, so thanks to our computer vision technologies and our neural network, it is very easy to make a picture of a spot, send to our application, and get a result. Nowadays, you can assess the risk of 50 skin diseases with the same accuracy like a professional dermatologist and get a result in a second. All you need on this smartphone and Skinive app. We have a solution for medical professionals, for home use, and for third-party developers. This is a cloud solution. Market is very big. Only in the European Union, there are 1.5 million dermatologists and GPs who can use our solution. This year we finished Rockstart Accelerator, so this one, and now we enter the European Union market. That's why we are looking for 500,000 euros to finish our clinical trials and enter the European Union market. We have a small but excellent and strong team of medical professionals, data scientists, and IT engineers. So make your first, go to skinive.com, make your first Skinive check, and it will help to stay healthy and improve the accuracy of Skinive neural network. Thank you.
Cool. So we're on schedule. So Q&A. Diana, you want to go first?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Sure. So, what are other solutions like in this market, and is any of them popular and tested?
Thank you for the question. Of course, we have several competitors on AI skincare market, but only one of these have TAIA certification, and our solution can detect many more diseases, not only skin cancer, but viral diseases, fungal diseases, dermatitis, acne, and so on. So we can detect many more diseases, and we have solutions not only for home use, but for professionals and for IT specialists.
And how open are the professionals to use the app? How much do they trust that?
We already done our scientific paper. Soon it will appear on our website, skinive.com. We have a lot of feedback from PhD dermatologists from different countries. Our accuracy, so it's metrics sensitivity and specificity is from 80% till 95%. So it's very good accuracy. It's like a professional dermatologists, so they trust our solution. And I'm extremely proud that we start a pilot project in Belarus in collaboration with Novartis, and the main oncology center in Belarus, where we are originally from.
Okay, and how long will it take to take it to the market?
We started this project about 2 years. As you know, healthcare startups is not very easy thing. You need to pass a lot of regulations, clinical trials, and so on. So now we are ready to enter the European Union market. We plan to finish our certification process at the autumn this year. So we will start. We will enter European Union market this autumn. But we have possibility to work in not regulated markets like CIS countries and so on. Yeah.
Okay. Last set question from your side.
Yes, could you elaborate a little bit on the clinical trials? What is it? Is it 100 patients or 100,000 patients or how?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So in our scientific paper, we made the same test like our competitor, SkinVision. Maybe you know this application. So we saw their scientific paper and their clinical trials. They used 6,000 of benign formations and 300 of different types of skin cancer. So we used the same database. We took 6,000 of benign formations, 300 skin cancer cases, 300 human papillomavirus, 300 acne. We tested it by our neural network and got a perfect result. Yeah.
Okay, and could you elaborate on the business model?
Yeah, our business model, we work on a subscription business model, and it depends on how many images our users test, analyze via our neural network per month. And it starts from 25 euros for personal use and up to 15,000 euros for enterprises.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cut you guys off there. Kirill, that's very interesting. MedTech approach, hot subject right now. So we are on to our next presentation, which is from Ferrodus. And let's see who that is. That is Vedran Rasetsky. Vedran, okay, you on? You have a screen to share? If so, do that now. Yep. You see that on your hopefully you're on Google Chrome, right?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very faintly, not very well.
Okay.
Let's just speak a bit more.
Now
Yeah, better.
better.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Do you
find
have
the
a screen?
microphone.
Do you have a screen to share?
Okay. I think that I can't share. I will explain.
Okay. So no problem.
Okay.
Let's go straight to it, Vedran. Over to you. You got 3
Okay.
minutes. Go.
I presenting fitness cell. It is the basic part of building outdoor gyms. These outdoor gyms are based on ferrofluid technology. It is technology like used on Audi cars for suspension of the car, but we use it on the fitness equipment. This technology allows us to control movement of human on a fitness cell or equipment. We plan this equipment basically for outdoor use, but also for indoor use. But our outdoor use is the main purpose because it is cheap, and we think that it's a good idea to complete classic fitness chains. When you have in one city, for example, 10 or more fitness chains, and you have some part of the city which don't have, for example, a hall or enough space for classic gym, so you can install outdoor gym on a green surface, on a concrete, very outdoor. This fitness cell allows you to train during the winter, during the sun, because it have a special roof with sun collectors, which power complete equipment. This equipment is sustainable, don't need any kind of power, and it can literally be used on any part of the city. For example, gym chains now seeking alternatives for training with COVID-19, which is also good because it is training outdoor, and they also seek cheaper model for businessing, because standard model of the gyms, you need to, for example, reparation of the building, heating, climatization, or something like this. And with our system, you have outdoor training, you have infrared heating from the floor. It is all powered by solar panels, and it is something unique in the world. We work already with the fitness equipment some 5 years on the market, and we are among the top brands in the Europe and in the world. And we success in this in 5 years. We also have experience with the ferrofluid technology, because I won the local startup, very small startup of City Bjelvar, with ferrofluid non-motorized treadmill. This is it.
Okay. Cool. So let's go with questions. Diana, you want to start?
Yeah. So what's the team behind the company?
I didn't hear you.
What's the team behind company?
We have our standard team. It is people, some engineers, some people from the, for example, Ruđer Bošković in this institute here in Croatia, and we have some team of 10 people from manufacturing, from engineering, for electronics and software.
Okay.
We
So
work with these people already some 3 years.
once more?
We're working with these people already 3 years on the market, and we sell equipment. Standard equipment, not this innovation.
Okay. So if you've been a few years on the market, so what are your plans right now?
What is? I very bad hearing you.
If you've been a few years on the market right now, what are your plans right now? Scaling or?
Our plans now are we are in one European project where we working on some additional outdoor equipment, and this project is finishing next year in the 6th month. And in this project, we're buying laser. This laser will help us to alter our production because we have mainly hand manufacturing.
Okay, cool. Lots more questions?
Yes, a very short question to begin with. Could you tell us something about the traction on the top line? What did you make last year and what are you expecting to make this year in revenues?
In this year, we are expecting some triple last year revenue. Last year revenue was some around 100,000 euros.
Okay.
Was last year. This year we expect 25 to 30.
And are you moving into any new markets besides your home market this year?
This year we're working on the European market standard, but we have some lot of questions from USA market. But this market is problem for us because of transports, and we need to establish some warehouse and sales in USA.
Okay. Is there any? I understand that the product has some kind of unique features. Is there a patent or design protection or anything?
No. This technology is it can be patented. It is important that you are be the first, and this is not very simple. It is little not difficult but complex system. It is like oil which you change this oil with the electromagnets. You have thick or thin oil, and this control the cylinders.
And final question, I can see you can talk for hours about the product, and that's very good. Who is the customers? Is it private customers? Is it municipalities? Who's buying this?
Our business model for this innovation is to offer classic gym chains, but also to establish own franchising business, where we will offer this as a package, like few stages, so a few packages, small, medium, and large. And for example, if someone wants to open this franchising in his city, we will offer this franchising. But our main idea behind this is to, from each profit of each customer, to invest in our opening new gym, like own franchise, that we involve in this franchise. So on this way, you're building your assets in the company, you're altering your company assets, and also you have cash flow every day, because this system is planned to be like you came with the mobile app, enter this gym on outdoor, you train and you go, and you don't need to pay some monthly fee, but you have fee by one day, and on this system you get the money like cash every day. You have production, and when you connect the production and everyday cash flow, you have something special in the business. Very rare big companies have this.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation. Thanks for the questions. Sounds very good. Outdoor fitness, the right thing, right time. So good luck with that. Thanks, Vedran. So we are on to the last presentation of this particular, last pitch of this particular session, and that is HearMe from Poland. Kasia from
Hiya.
Breslau. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you guys doing? I'm just
Good.
sharing my screen. Can you see
share
it?
your screen. When you're ready to go, we'll go.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
3 minutes, go.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, I'll just go with full screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. So, we are HearMe, and we are here to bring some peace of mind in these crazy times. But let's start from the beginning. So,
Good start.
It's a good start, right? So 66% of people with mental disorders never get help. And what's really interesting is that it isn't a problem of money or that the help isn't available. But the main reason that keeps people from getting help is shame and stigma that surrounds mental health. And our solution is a platform for online therapy that's first and foremost anonymous. To create an account, you just need your private email address and an alias or a nickname. It's secure. We created our own app with end-to-end communication, and it's flexible. So you schedule an online session with a therapist on our app and choose the most comfortable way of communication, either video call or live chat. And during the COVID-19, this market has exploded. So according to our research and analysis, in the next few months, 50% of all therapy sessions are going to be online. And it makes out 130 million euros in Poland. And our go-to-market strategy is B2B. So it's more of a employee benefit. So it's more B2B2C, right? So we target mid-sized IT companies that work 100% remotely. We target them through HR partners and managers. We find them on LinkedIn and Facebook HR groups. And our unique selling point is that all of our therapists have IT experience, either working in HR departments or being IT workers themselves. And we sell two kinds of packages: pool of hours of all employees to use, and individual packages for individual employees. So this person is sure that they get a session each week, and we have 30% margin profit on each hour. And 1 week ago, we finished our pilot with one company that prolonged the contract with us. So we're very happy with that. And we have 4 more companies in the pipeline, and 2 of them are hire more than 150 employees there. So they're quite big. And we ask for 200,000 euros for basically scaling up our current operations. So we want to hire therapists on a contract because it's more cost effective. We want to put more features in our app and make it the most beautiful mental health app in the world. And going to the B2C market in the future, we need more money for sales, marketing, and PR actions. And our team is, I'm Kasia, and I'm in charge of marketing and relationships with psychologists and therapists. Our CTO, Paweł, has created similar telemedicine solution for global medical companies in Poland. And Michał, our COO, has worked with IT projects for global computing IT brands, and also working in innovation departments that cooperated that created cooperations between big corporations and startup. So
cool. Very interesting, very exciting, great idea. Mark, tell me how my sound is now. You said it was a bit weak. So questions starting now. Diana?
Yeah. Thanks, you have great energy. So
thank you, because I'm very nervous, that's why.
You're doing great.
Yeah, great. So if you approach a companies, so what's the reaction usually? So do most of them want to use you and pay you, or what do they think?
I love the question. I'll try to be as brief as I can, because of course it's very complex and it depends on the country, of course. And in Poland, the knowledge and education about mental health isn't as satisfying as we all want it to be, right? But that's why I put in our go-to-market strategy IT companies that are 100% remote, because they have organizational culture. And the companies with organizational culture are very happy to talk with us. We got the biggest reception and interest from them. So what we do is, and we also, that's our little secret, but now all of the world's going to know about it, that HR managers with psychological education, and there are a lot of them, are also cool people and amazing people to talk to, because they understand how important it is. And we also show that it's a good investment, because you save a lot of money, because burnout costs 6 billion zloty each year. So we also have the arguments for CEOs, but yeah, corporate, a company organization, it's the main thing that allows us to talk.
Okay.
Cool. Last, Diana, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so one question and then last. Okay, so I've seen a few apps like that recently, Polish Therapify or so on.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that if the main reason that people don't use this therapy is that they are shy. So won't it be easier for them to go to the like offsite and to app which their employer doesn't know they are using, and so won't they be shy to use the app that the employer gives them?
Okay, so the thing is that we are the only solution right now in Poland that offers seamlessly and completely anonymous help, even on the B2B market. And we paid a lot of like attention, and we structure it in a way that the CEO, the HR department, no one will never know that you're using the app. Furthermore, we send each week a report about the usage to this, to the company and the employer, so they know like how many hours was spent and like how many people are using, but it's still anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Lasse?
Yes, thank you for a very good presentation. I wrote down good energy as well, so the judges agree on this. How do you build trust to the platform? Because a platform like this would never work in Denmark, where you report to management about the use of the platform. It has to be completely, as I see it, brought outside the organization and offer to everyone at the workplace or every employee that they can take benefit from it. Will this make yourselves more difficult, or?
So they're like, because we are not the first company that offers B2B psychological help for companies, and we've seen like there are ways to build the trust. So we always start with an onboarding webinar with new employees, and our therapists talk to them. And what they do, that it's a law that the psychologist or therapist cannot share any information about other people. And because we work with IT companies, everyone is really interested what's inside our app. So our CTO, who's like an amazing presenter, also gives presentation about how safe it is, what kind of technology we use, and also, yeah, so we also use law and like webinars and educational materials, but yeah, it was a challenge.
And just one final question, this mental health, what is that? Is it depression, stress? Well, how broad are you in your perspectives?
So we have certified therapists, we have coaches, we have trainers, and we only don't have psychiatrists. But what happens if you go to the psychologist and he sees that they cannot help you, they send you to the psychiatrist, and we have a whole procedure also for that. So we have everything except for psychiatrist, which describes medicine and this kind of thing. So we don't have that, but we have procedures to send people to the right professionals when they need it. But apart from it, it's depression, burnout, especially burnout, anxiety, paranoia. During COVID, we've seen these are the most recurring topics, and we've also focused on it in our educational activities also on that.
And Kasia,
cool.
one last feedback to you. We the SSE BPO sector, shared services sector in Poland, is probably the biggest white collar employer. They'd be all over this, I think. So
thank you.
An idea for you.
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, Kasia, thanks a lot.
Thank you guys a lot.
Lasse, thank you guys. We're all for this session. Diana, Lasse, feedback on these 5 pitches from your forms. And thank you both, Diana and Lasse. Hope to be in touch with you guys offline later on. So we've now got a 12-minute break. I think it's 12 minutes, about that, 10 minutes. And we are on for the next pitches at 12:15, and that is Adect, Afito, D Groups Limited, Utrig, and Econ Art. So stay tuned for another round of fascinating, interesting startups. Diana, Lasse, thank you.
Thank you.